And then, ladies, be careful with dating out here because these men want to humble you. Humble culture is at an all-time high right now. They want to diminish you. They want to devalue you. They want to berate and belittle you. Okay? Let that man say one mean thing to you and you need to never talk to him ever again.
Hey Exoticals, it's your girl back with another Exotical rant. You know what I was thinking about? You really want to know? I was thinking about humbling tactics, how they're used, and how to avoid them. Let's get right into it, ladies. I want to use 50 Cent's ex-girlfriend as a perfect example because she went into a nail shop to get a regular French manicure for an event, and they really botched the job. And she paid and tipped. When she got home and looked at the results, she was like, "Oh my gosh, I really wish I did not tip." Because like they did a horrid job, and this is a professional salon. And she was like, the standards, I just expect you to be able to do a French manicure at a regular standard nail salon, but they did a botched job. And this happens a lot, ladies, with us exoticals. We'll go for professional service and we'll get subpar service because they feel like, why even enhance your pretty privilege even more if you're already beautiful? Why would I make you 10 times more beautiful? Why would I just bring you up a notch when you're already at the highest I feel like you can go? A lot of times this happens to a lot of exoticals. Men and women will use humbling tactics on you. Women will use them as a form of botching a professional job like hair, nails, makeup. They'll botch it on purpose. Men will use it humbling tactics as like saying things to you in your ear, saying mean things to you, laughing at you when things are just not that funny. They'll try to like get in your head, manipulate you. Okay, yeah. Oh, you're getting a little love handle there. Oh, you're not as cute as you were before. I mean, just little things they'll say, and you'll like sometimes you won't even catch on to it until later, and you'll be like, why did he say that to me? Or why when I went to this went around these women, did they seem nice, but then they did a horrid job with my nails or my hair or my makeup? It's because they're using passive aggressive humbling tactics on you because they want to take you down a notch. Because we live in a world right now where people are really insecure and they feel like if you're walking around with confidence, beauty, and brains, you're a triple threat, and they need to humble you a little bit because they feel like you're on a high vibration too much over them, and they need to take you down a notch so you can feel like how regular people feel. But exoticals, we know we're not like regular people. We're exoticals. We're MLS women, some of the most beautiful women in the world, and we're not going to accept that. Like the lady said in the video, the first time somebody says something negative to me, I'm cutting them off. I'm not letting, especially a man, try to humble me when I know my value, I know my worth. And it's just not even needed. Like, why do you need to humble me? Maybe you need to like get some self-confidence, huh? Maybe. So and with women, it's the same thing. Like a lot of women will try to humble beautiful women by botching jobs, like professional service jobs. I've seen this a lot. I've seen this even at the salon. Like a really beautiful woman will walk in and they'll intentionally mess up your hair, your nails, your especially if the person is not from the area or they've never been there before and this is their first experience. If you don't know anybody, they'll literally just try to like do a botched job on you because they feel like you're already really pretty. This actually happened to me at a salon, ladies. Like I went in there and I wouldn't say they did it. I don't know with this experience, but it seemed like I kept getting a lot of compliments on my appearance, but then like my hair did not come out good. Like they did not do my hair correctly. And I'm like, okay, this is a professional salon. How do you not know how to do my hair correctly? And literally I had to let another stylist redo my hair. And she did do a good job, but like, it was just like, like you got that taste in your mouth. Like, how did you mess up such a simple job? And like, it's just so weird, ladies. Sometimes you'll experience this with men. Like I literally, was talking to this one guy and I noticed like he always would compliment me, but it would be like a side note to that compliment. Like, oh, wow, your skin is really clear. Well, you do break out a lot. I hope you don't break out again. Like, you'll be like, what? Like, it won't even make sense, ladies. So anytime you sense that really weird feeling, like somebody gives you an offhanded compliment, really you need to block them immediately, because your self-worth, your self-value, and your self-esteem are not up for grabs. You're not letting somebody keep picking at your self-esteem and self-worth and self-value until you have nothing left. You just have to go ahead and block that negative energy, because they're trying to transfer energy onto you about how they truly feel about themselves, or they just want you to feel bad about things you can't help. Sometimes you can't help if you break out. Sometimes you can't help little things about you. It's just like, it's just life. It happens to everybody. You know, you have an allergic reaction or something to something. You can't help if you break out. You were just sensitive. It's just life. So ladies, really watch out for this, especially if you're like stacking your privileges up. You don't want to get around people that are constantly humbling you, constantly wanting to see you in kind of a state where you're down. Your head is not lifted up, but it's kind of slanted down. Your shoulders are rounded. You want to be around people that tell you to sit up straight, put your shoulders back. When you speak, pronounce your words clearly and concisely. You want to be around people that make you better. And as an exotical MLS woman, it's so important for us to be around other ladies in male energy that is uplifting and is not trying to bring us down. We haven't, like, if you've lived life, you know there's a lot of sad things that goes on. You wanna be around people that uplift you, not try to bring you down or humble you back down to the level that they're at. You want to be around high vibrational, high frequency, high productive people so you can stay in the same realm, if that makes sense. You want to be, not around these humbling tactics. And I've seen this so much, especially like you might post a pic online or something, and then you constantly have people saying negative stuff about your picture, or, oh, well, yeah, you could have smiled more. You could have, like, it's just like, if you like it, put a heart. If you don't, just keep going, keep strolling. Like, people are always trying to tell you what you should be doing or how you should be acting. They want to control how you present yourself to the world, how you present yourself in private. They want to control how you think and feel. You don't want to you want to really avoid these type of people at the first sign. Like she said in the video, at the first sign I see that you're saying negative stuff to me, I'm blocking and deleting. I don't care if you're female, male, whatever. I don't care what you identify as, but I'm not like putting myself in a bubble where I have to constantly think about everything I say because you feel like me being myself, I'm too much on a high horse. And that's just not it. I just have good self-confidence, good self-esteem, and I have a good sense of self-worth. So I'm not going to let somebody try to humble me back down to where they're actually at. That's how you feel about yourself. You're not going to transfer that energy on me. Ladies, let's now get into how to avoid these people. The best way to avoid these people are people that honestly always give you looks. When you're talking, like, it's not like they have a very unpleasant look on their face and they can't even help it. You'll notice these type of people, especially if you are around them in real life. You'll notice when you speak or you might even be presenting something, they'll have a distasteful look on their face, almost like they're constipated. That's your first sign. They're trying to humble you because they're trying to make you feel insecure about what you're talking about or how you're interacting in that moment. So be aware of that and avoid it. Number 2, if they already know you, they try to get in your head about stuff. You may have like curly hair and they're saying, your hair looks a little bit frizzy today. You sure you want to go on camera? Stuff like that. You're like, what's wrong? Like, what? Like, they're trying to get you in a place of insecurity. definitely avoid them. Or if they send you a text, oh, like you looked really good today, but I did notice a stain on the back of your dress. Okay, if you were a friend or you're my man, you would have told me if I had a stain on the back. Why wouldn't you have said anything to me in that moment? Why, so I can go ahead and go in the bathroom and adjust myself? It's little things like that you'll start catching on. And a lot of times when you are a high vibrational person, sometimes you like don't even like you don't even kind of catch on to these things because you're in a place of peace, happiness, joy. You're in a place of elevation. So you're not really like listening to the small things, but you do need to listen to the small things. When people have those small criticisms of you, you need to move away from those people because the criticisms and the humbling tactics will continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger because they're always analyzing every little thing about you. You could have a hair out of place. They have to let you know about that hair. Or if something like the stain, if they notice a stain on you, they don't say anything because they want you to walk around and like not be as perfect as they feel like you are in their head. So ladies, watch out for this. Especially as beautiful exoticals, we definitely have to watch what people say and how they say it to us because it can like give us like a glimpse into what will happen if we keep them around us. A lot of times before somebody hurts you, betrays you, or does something unpleasant to you, they give you a lot of warning signs with body language, their face, their facial expressions toward you, their body language toward you, how they speak to you, the words they use toward you, the passive aggressive, negative talk, self talk, and talk toward you. They'll always say things like people will show you who they are. Believe it. Especially when they're like going back and forth with that negative self talk and then they're trying to put it on you as well. They'll definitely show you a glimpse or like a preview of what you can expect from them in your first couple of interactions. They'll show you what kind of expectation that those conversations will have for future, and believe that the conversations and the negativity will escalate and get worse. Don't think that they're just having a bad day. Some people do have a bad day, but really listen to people's words, their body language, and their facial expressions toward you. People they won't even be able to help sometimes when you're speaking. How they really feel about you. They'll have their face all twisted up, almost like they're going into a hot flash or something, or constipated. And you'll be like, "What is going on?" And just ask them, just like, "Are you okay? Your face is all scrunched up. Are you okay?" And then they'll snap out of it, and you'll be like, "Oh my God, like I actually noticed it this time." Pay attention. Pay attention to people. Pay attention to their cues, their body language, and what they say. And that's the best way to avoid a lot of drama with people. And especially ones that like to humble you or humble people that look like you. You'll notice all these cues that will come on and you'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I actually never really paid much attention to that, but I see that now and I really don't like it." You'll be like, let me go back to the drawing board because I definitely don't like these interactions we're having. And I know I'm not intentionally doing anything to them for them to say negative stuff to me or do negative stuff to me, but they're trying to humble you. You'll get it from strangers, but you definitely want to be careful around people that you have close to you that are trying to do these humbling tactics because it can escalate and you don't know what they will or won't do. FYI. But yeah, ladies, I just noticed this a lot in just like the world we live in now. I've just noticed a lot of people are trying to use humbling tactics, especially against us exoticals. Even in our exotical spaces, they'll come in and make negative comments. I block and delete fast, and I suggest you do that as well because they always have something negative to say or something unpleasant to say. It's just like, we've created these spaces for us. We had to, because a lot of times other people told us to get out of their spaces, especially as mixed race women. They told us to get out of their spaces. So what we're doing over here is we are educating ourselves. We are having girl talks. We're having motivational moments, and we're not letting people humble us because we know our self-worth, our self-value, and our self-esteem is not up for grabs. So ladies, have you ever had experiences like this where people are trying to humble you, whether men or women, because they're jealous of you? They're trying to humble you because your presence offended them in some way that you didn't even know, just by you being present, being vivacious, being yourself. It's something that came over them that made them want to humble you. Drop your stories and comments in the description. Drop it in the comments if this has happened to you, because I've known this has happened to a lot of girls, me included. Like, people have always tried to humble me for some reason, and it's not like I'm the sweetest person. I am not cocky at all, but like, they think they need to humble me, or like they're trying to start that comparative game, trying to compare my life to your life. Don't let them do it. And please don't get in that conversation, ladies. Don't get into those conversations with people when you clearly see they're doing those humbling tactics. Avoid that. It's not even worth it. It's not worth your energy. But ladies, like, comment, and subscribe in the comments, and have a great day. And remember, if you're having, I actually want to hear your stories. So actually, if you have a good humbling tactic story, email me at exoticalrants@gmail.com. I would